Chair recognizes Chairwoman Greene from the state of Georgia.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My Democrat colleagues are reacting with manufactured outrage over Elon Musk and the Doge team going in and cleaning up the federal government. They're saying the American people did not vote for this, but I would like to correct that record. On July 13th, when President Trump was shot in Butler, Pennsylvania, Elon Musk got behind President Trump and he endorsed him. And then on August 19th of 2024, this is before the election, Elon Musk posted on his own account, "I am willing to serve," and that right there says Doge. This was not something that was created after the election. It is no surprise to the American people. As a matter of fact, the Department of Government Efficiency was a key part of President Trump's campaign, and President Trump campaigned over and over again on Doge and Elon Musk helping him. As a matter of fact, right here on Rolling Stones, which is very far left, by the way, Trump says he would give Elon Musk a top role in his administration. Again, this was on August 20th, 2024, well before the election. This was no surprise to the American people. The American people love Doge so much. They love the concept of saving the federal government, saving Americans, and putting America first, cutting the waste and the spending, cutting down the size of the federal government. They love it so much, they voted for President Trump and elected him with an overwhelming victory. He won the popular vote, 312 electoral college votes. It's the Democrats that are the ones that are still lost on their message, and their message is a failure, and the American people spoke out about it. As the national debt approaches $36.5 trillion, our children and our grandchildren's futures are being sacrificed at the altar of wasteful government spending and corruption. With my new subcommittee on Doge this Congress, we are going to dig deep on the wasteful spending and corrupt bureaucracies that have plagued our nation for far too long. We will make recommendations to address these problems, and we will make sure the American people know exactly what is being done with their hard-earned tax dollars. After all, this is what they voted for. Governor Reynolds. In Iowa, the state legislature passed a bill in 2023 that lowered the number of cabinet-level departments from 37 down to just 16. So I'd like to ask you, did this make the Iowa government more efficient or less efficient?
More efficient.
I'm not surprised. Is the Iowa government still able to provide all the services your constituents require of you?
We're actually doing a better job of it and putting more money into the programs or returning it back to the taxpayers.
Amazing. It sounds like Doge has already worked in Iowa. Has your state lost money or saved money since reorganizing its government?
$217 million, surpassing our 4-year projection in the first 18 months, and that's conservative. We're going to continue to see savings, and that's how I'm going to continue to reduce the tax burden on our taxpayers.
That is incredible. That's what all of America wants. So how do you think the federal government can translate what Iowa has done to the national level? You've already achieved it in your state. How can we replicate that?
You're doing it by bringing the private sector in, having them take a look at the inefficiencies in government, look at the systems, look at the duplication, look at the unaccountability. There's no transparency. There's no metrics. There's no data that they can point to. We're standing up Iowa Doge. We want to be a partner in that because I think it's really important that the federal government and the state government and the local governments work together to really implement transformational change. This is an incredible opportunity. I have so much respect for President Trump to put this initiative forward. He received an undeniable mandate in this last election, as did we. We now have supermajorities in both the House and the Senate, the governor's office, and an entire Republican delegation that we've sent out to Washington, D.C. We did just what President Trump does. We told Iowans what we were going to do, and we followed through with it. And that is what Americans expect, and that is why 77 million people said that President Trump is who we want to restore America's greatness.
I absolutely agree with you, Governor Reynolds. Thank you. Mr. Schatz, in all your years at your organization, can you give some of the most egregious examples of government spending you've seen? And I know that's hard to come up with a few because there's a lot.
I talked earlier about broadband programs. It's not necessarily a wasteful expenditure, meaning something isn't trying to be. There were 133 broadband programs in 15 agencies. There are people that are still not connected, I am sure, also in Iowa. $42 billion for the BEAD program, not a penny has been spent. We want people to be connected to the internet. It's critical for our future. But unless those programs are consolidated and someone figures out which ones are working best, we're not going to achieve that objective. It seems simple, but again, the problem here has been, as it usually is, something isn't working, spend more money, create another program, don't take the time to look at how it's working, and that's what DOJ and your subcommittee is going to do. And we're happy to help any way we can, by the way.
Thank you, Mr. Schatz. And you're right. Under the Biden administration, they actually canceled contracts with Starlink, which are far less expensive, and then never built out the infrastructure for broadband. True failure for the American people. Giant waste of money. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.